guys, it's me Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. Feel free to go watch my old videos, like them, and subscribe if you want. And if you're old, thank you so much for sticking with me, you guys. I love you all. Okay, so a few days ago, I made a post on Instagram, and it was for a Q&A that I'll be doing on my channel, and I'm going to do that today. So I received more questions than I expected, and so I'm going to break these videos up according to the category. So of course most of the questions had something to do with my arm, so I'm going to do that one today, and then after that I'll do like dating and like lifestyle and stuff like that. The first question that I received, of course, was what happened to your arm? Okay, so I made a video about 3 years ago talking about what happened to my arm, how I feel about it, details, and then I also did a Q&A for that specific video. So if you guys want to go and check that out, you can. I'll leave the link below, but I'll go ahead and give you guys, a little summary of what it was right now. So basically, when I was 1 year old, I fell out of a moving car, and I don't want to go into details because you guys can go watch that other video for that. But yeah, so if you're interested, go watch the other video. Do you ever feel sad about your hand, or do you not feel comfortable? Do people stare? You really inspire me. Like, you are very beautiful and a confident person. I really don't see you having one hand as a disability. So how did you come to terms with this? Thank you for that question. This is a great question. Well, do I ever feel sad about having one hand? As of right now, no, I don't. I feel very confident with the way I am. I love being different. I use my difference to make my lifestyle. But I will say, when I was younger, I did find myself sad. Not a lot, but every now and then I did find myself sad. And that was because little kids are cruel. Like, little kids used to pick on me in school, or if me and my brother would go to the park, they'd stare and they'd pick on me and they ask me 1,000 questions. And I was so small, I really didn't know how to handle that at that time, so I didn't really know how to process it. The people that I was with didn't really know how to do it either, because obviously I was the only one who had one arm that they were around, so they probably didn't know how to process it at all. So I just felt like it was just kind of me having to deal with it. So I did find myself sad a lot. Yeah, that when I was younger, those days were kind of hard. But pretty much now, no. If I'm sad, then it has nothing to do with my arm. It probably has something to do with something that will not be relevant to my life 10 years from now. But yeah. Do people stare? Yes, people stare all the time. Even today, people were staring at me when I went to Walmart. But it doesn't bother me. People stare when I was younger. People stared when I used to try to hide it when I was small. People stare all the time. That's just what people do. People are honestly just curious, and they don't really know how to, some people don't really know how to deal with the situation, like, well, I don't want to say deal with the situation. Some people don't really know how to process seeing someone different, So I came to understand that. But a way that I don't let that bother me, I don't look for it. Like, when I go out in public, I'm not looking at other people to see if they're staring at me. I'm going about my business. I'm looking straight. Or if I have Abigail, I'm holding her hand, I'll look at her and I'll keep it straight. And I'm pretty sure the people who are on the side are staring at me, or people over there are staring at me, But I don't pay it no mind at all. Like, I literally don't pay it no mind. That's how I come to terms with it. That's how, it doesn't bother me. And when someone who knows how to communicate, they'll actually come up to me and speak to me about it, that's when I'll give them the eye contact that I feel like they deserve, and because I love it when people come up to me to talk to me, ask me, hey, I couldn't help but notice, that you have one hand, I know someone that's the same way. If you don't mind me asking, what happened? Then we'd probably go on for hours talking about it, because I love talking about it. But not everybody's like that, and I don't blame, people who aren't like that. I feel like I don't say you have to be raised to, do that, but everybody's different. How old are you? I am 22. My birthday is 9/11. It's when the Twin Towers fell. What inspires you? Well, what inspires me? Of course, my lovely parents. I feel like I'm blessed to have, my parents. A person that you all may know, like a public person. I don't want to sound like arrogant or like I have a big ego or anything, but I'd have to say honestly, no one. And of course, there's people that I love, and there's people that I watch, and there's people that I, try to stay up to date with. But I wouldn't say they're my inspiration. They're my entertainment. And I say this because growing up, I never really had someone that looked like me. So I kind of had to pave my own way of, you know, what type of lifestyle I wanted to live, and I'm completely fine with that. And I swear I say that in the most humblest way. I feel like God has made me into a person and is making me into a person that will be the one to inspire others. And so I'm fine. I never really had an idol that I was like, oh, I want to meet someone so bad. Like, oh my God. I never really had that. And that's honestly fine with me, because I honestly believe that somebody one day will feel that way about me. And I believe that they'll benefit from me and my story. So, yeah. Okay, so how did you get so much confidence? Well, I gained my confidence through, I'd say a little trial and error. um, I would try different things, like as of what I like. Maybe it was a choice of style, as in like clothing, or maybe it was like a hobby, like sports, or maybe it was like the people that I hung around, you know. It just depends. So I always try to surround myself around like people that I like, or do things that I enjoy, not things that other people like, but that's something I like genuinely. And then once I'm doing something, or I'm wearing something that I genuinely like, or I'm around someone who I genuinely like, I feel like I can be myself, and I can love that. Also, with something by doing something that I genuinely like, that's taking pictures. If you follow me on social media, then you know I have over 600, 700 pictures, and I just love taking pictures. So I had to figure out what I like so I can excel in it. And I feel like I'm getting better at it every day. And every time I just look back at my pictures, like, I did that, or I looked really pretty that day. And when other people like you all tell me, you like what I'm doing, or, you like who I am, or the pictures I took, or whatever, that boosts my confidence as well. Also, my support system. Like I said, I only hang around people that I genuinely like and love, and they help me boost my confidence like a lot, like by far. So it has a lot to do about who you're with, well, who I'm with, and what I'm doing. So pretty much, yeah. How do you generate self-love despite your physical challenge? I believe that I believe genuine self-love from myself came after I accepted the way that I was. Well, I am. Once I accepted the fact that I have one hand and that I'm going to be this way forever, I believe I began to love myself, because it's not changing. So what else am I going to do? I need to make the best out of it. And I believe that's honestly when it came. As I said before, I started doing things that I honestly liked, that I could do, and I started trying things that I liked, that I wanted to do, and I believe that's when the self-love came. Also, the love of God. I feel like if you love God, the idea of God, or just something of God, I believe that would give you self-love as well. Did people ever make fun of your arm? If they did, how did you overcome it? Yes, people used to make fun of my arm so much, like a lot when I was younger, and I didn't overcome it until my grandpa told me, Ashley, you do have one arm. And I was like, I do have one arm. I really do. Why am I sad? Why am I crying? I do have one arm. After that, it didn't bother me anymore. And then once people started saying that, it doesn't bother me anymore, they stopped saying it. Because people, when they pick on you, it's because they want to get something from it. They want to see you hurt so they can feel better, you know? And it didn't bother me anymore, so it stopped. Sometimes on social media, people pick on me, but I think it's because they want like some clout or something. Of course, if they post something that they know is going to get a lot of attention, then it'll drive attention to their page. I don't think anyone honestly wants to pick on me. I think they do it because they know they're going to get something from it, which is traffic. So that doesn't bother me. I don't let anything on social media bother me. I just post my pictures, like a few, and keep it moving. So it says, did people look at you in a way going out with one arm? Do people still do it now? I think that means, do people stare? Yes, people stare a lot, but it's no biggie. Hello, beautiful. I love your confidence. I was born with a deformed arm. I hide it with a hoodie or a long sleeve sweater. My question is, how do you deal with the staring? I get stared at every single day, especially at the gym and walking my dog. And I deal with people asking me what happened to my arm when I tell them I was born with it, and they ask why, or was your mom on drugs, or when she was pregnant. No, she was not. Such ignorant questions. It angers me so much. I want to learn how to deal with it without getting upset, and how to deal with guys. Okay, so let's see. So I kind of wanted to make dating like in guys like in a separate video, because I can talk about that for a lot, for a long time. So, but as far as the staring, I would say honestly, just don't look for it. I walk my dog too, and I go to the gym too. But whenever I do, I'm looking straight. I'm not looking at other people. Like, I know people are going to stare at me. So it doesn't surprise me anymore, so I don't look for it. I just stay about what I'm doing, and then therefore it's not in my mind. It's not messing with me. I can't get sad about it because I'm not seeing them stare at me. If someone is staring excessively, then I will stare at them back. Like if someone is just like when I went on a cruise last week with Abigail, and this lady, like I was watching a movie with my daughter. We was having dive-in movies. So basically you're by the pool and they're playing a movie on the huge screen on the boat. And I was eating popcorn, just watching a movie in my bathing suit. And she was just staring at me like the screen was over there, but she was like, so I was just like, that's what she was doing to me. So I did it to her, and she got the picture eventually. Now, if she would have spoke to me, that would have been fine. We could have talked. We would have had a nice conversation, But yeah, I just pay no mind. But if it's excessive, then I'll start back sometimes. Just be petty. This is a really good question. Okay, I loved this question. Okay, someone said, "Okay, this is really stupid question, but isn't it hard to balance because the weight of your body is uneven?" I love that question. But my honest answer is no. You would think that I'd be like unbalanced and stuff like that, but I'm not. And that's just because I've been this way my whole life. So it's like, I know what works for me, I know what doesn't. So but I will say I am very clumsy. Someone said, "How do you build up your self-love?" Asking for a friend. So I talked about that before. Just self-acceptance, God, finding out what you love to do, sticking to it. How do you stay so strong from all of the hate? For your information, I love you so much. I love you too. So I stay strong because I honestly don't look for negativity. I don't look for it at all. when you said for all of the hate, I'm sure that you was referring to social media. So when I first started receiving a lot of traffic on my page or publicity on social media and YouTube, I used to like read all the comments. My friends used to read all the comments. My family used to read all the comments and respond to them. And I used to get into it with people, and because it was all new to me. And I was like, well, these people are not about to be talking about me, and I thought like once I replied, 5 times, everyone would see that comment that I made fussing him out and they won't do it no more. No, it keeps coming. It keeps coming. So I just started honestly ignoring it. And but on my page, I just delete negativity. I don't look for negativity. I'm such a positive person that, I don't really engage in things that I don't want to, and I'm thankful to the Lord that I don't have enough time to do that. Okay, let's see. Do you know amputee devotee and acrotomophilia? I do not. Should I know them? Do you have any phantom sensations? No, I do not. And I always wondered why I don't have any, I think it's called phantom limbs sensations. I do not get those, and I do not know why. I feel something over here every now and then, but it's nothing that's like, like that's painful or anything. I don't. And I believe that's because I lost my arm at a very young age, so I don't really remember what it felt like to have one over here, But, I heard that they hurt, and I've seen on Grey's Anatomy before. That's where I actually figured out what it was, on Grey's Anatomy. Was there ever a time where someone said something about your arm and it made you want to cry or fight? Yes. I'm going to be completely honest with you all. So one day I was in middle school, and this girl, she was an older girl. And she was in high school. No. She couldn't have been in high school. No, she was in high school. Yeah, she was in high school. And I was in middle school. We was in Greenville, North Carolina. And I used to ride the bus. Me, my brother, and my older sister. My older sister was in high school too. And every day I'd get off the bus, she'd say something like about my arm. And she'd be like, hey girl with one arm. Or bye girl with one arm. Like that. And I'm like, I don't know if she was like being funny, or if she didn't know my name, or why she was doing it. I didn't know why. But she did it like every single day. Well, not every day, obviously, but she did it a lot. So one day, I was getting on the bus, and she said bye to her brothers. She had 2 brothers. She said bye to her brothers, and then she said, bye girl with one arm, like that. And I said, that'll be the last day she says that. So I went to school, went about my day, had a great day at school, then I went home, and then my sister and her friend was there, and I was talking to my sister's friend, and I told her, I said, yeah, I felt a little uncomfortable today. I felt like, I'm just sick of this girl and what she's saying. She goes to y'all's school, and she's like, what did she say? And I said, and then my sister was in the kitchen at this time, so I knew she was listening to me, but I didn't want to tell her directly because I knew she was going to blow up. So I said, well, every day she calls me the girl with one arm, but she never asks me for my name. So I think she's trying to be funny, because every time she says it, someone laughs. And then my sister came around the corner. She was like, why are you just not telling me this? So I kind of wasn't telling you, I was telling your friend, but yeah, she's done it. She was like, which girl was it? And then I was like, the one, I'm describing her and stuff like that, trying to pretend like I don't know her name, but I did know her name. So she goes, okay, come on. She stayed in our neighborhood. So we dropped all of her stuff. She stopped cooking. We walked to her house. And then my sister knocked on her door. And then she asked the girl to, first she said, hey, my sister said you've been picking on her. So how about you step outside really quick? Like that. And she's like, what? I don't even know your sister. And she's like holding the screen door open. She said, I don't even know your sister. Like that. She's like, how about you just step outside real quick? Like that. And she's like, I'm not gonna step outside. I don't even know your other sister. So you need to back up out of my house and blah 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 and stuff like that. And my sister's just standing there, like real calm, real peaceful. My sister was ready to throw some hands. Okay? She was ready to throw some hands. She was like, just step outside. The girl never stepped outside. She shut the door. But I tell you one thing, she never said that again. Ever. Ever. But anyways, so yeah, that wasn't really me wanting to fight, but that was me, you know, knowing that my family would fight for me. But yeah, but me crying or anything about my arm, the only time I've actually cried about my arm was when, I came home in middle school, in elementary school, and I told my grandpa that this little boy was picking, and I told my grandpa this little boy was picking on me, hold on, Abby, and I told him that this little boy was picking on me. That's it. Only time. I'm pretty strong-minded. I work in the prosthetic industry. I was wondering if you ever tried any devices. If so, how was your experience? Yes, I believe I've had 3 prosthetic arms before. I don't like them. I didn't like having to learn how to work with it, or I felt like that's one of my toughest challenges, and that is most definitely having to prove to other people that I can do something. So I'd say when I first got my first job 2 years ago, I was a hostess. I had to, you know, prove to them that I could do the job like without any help. And not more so they said, go ahead, show me how you can do this, but it was more so I knew they were watching me, so I had to, you know, prove to them, you know, that I wouldn't need any help doing that, so I can keep my job. And I did, and they realized I don't need any help, you know, and I do a darn good job without it. Better than some of the people with 2 hands. But anyways, and when I first got into college, I had to prove to my professors that I could do everything, you know, without any help. And it's not so more so me being like, I can do it, leave me alone. It's just, you know, they offer me help, and I said, oh, thank you, but I think I got it on my own. And then once I get it on my own, once they see that I can do it on my own, then, you know, that's just how it goes from there. So I'd say that is the greatest challenge, because a lot of people don't really see how I can sometimes, and a lot of people don't really offer me the opportunity to show them that I could do it on my own. What is your greatest source of motivation? I'm curious because you keep such a gorgeous smile on your face at all times. Thank you so much. My greatest source of motivation is the thought of one day being able to buy whatever I want and just be at peace, go to church every Sunday and Wednesdays with my family, pay my tithes, you know, without any question of, you know, balancing money, my daughter getting a great education, having more kids and them getting a great education, just true happiness, being able to travel and inspire other people without worrying about how I'm going to get paid for it. That's my greatest motivation, just an idea that I have in my head, an idea that was planted there and I can't get rid of it. That's my motivation, just working towards that. What can I do to get me there? So that's pretty much it. But yeah, so that's all my questions. I just want to thank you all for asking them, and I hope I answered them, you know, to your liking. I answered them to my best ability. So yeah, I am going to make another video, another Q&A, because there was a lot more questions I didn't get to. But in that video, I'm gonna talk about my lifestyle, so which is going to be like dating, my hair, motherhood, school, working. So that's when I'll answer all of those questions. So thanks guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like it and go subscribe. All right, bye.